What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy JD Trades, and I'm bringing you Sunday setups, market outlook for this week, and what I am potentially looking at for most of these currency pairs. So, if you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on that post notification to get notified as soon as I post the next video. I've got a lot of content coming up for you guys, so I'm excited to share that with you. If you want to join my free Telegram group where I do post a lot of trade ideas and setups, it is inside the description section in this video. So, as we always do, let's start off with the dollar. Okay, now something for you guys to obviously remember, I did have a live stream last week, Friday. I will be going live again Wednesday this week for New York session. So, if you'd like to join me, just turn on that post notification, you'll be notified. So, we've got NFP week. Okay, it is a new month, so the first Friday of every new month is always going to be NFP, which means there's going to be a lot of volatility in the market and potential manipulation. Now, let's get into the charts and let's talk about what the dollar is doing. So far, in terms of what we've had from the dollar, is pretty much consolidation. The dollar just doesn't really know what it wants to do, guys, which of course doesn't give us any certainty when entering the market for any potential positions. Now, at the moment, okay, price is ranging. We are bouncing between the high, okay, and this low of this range here. Now, the reason why we are bouncing between this low point and this high point is because there's actual point of interest at this high here and also at this low here. Okay, we can see this play here where price is tagged into it. We've had a push to the upside and we are currently holding this 4 hour imbalance. Now, obviously, to kind of give you guys a perspective as to why price is holding inside this area is if you see this spike to the upside here, it took out the liquidity resting above these highs, okay, before we had that massive move to the downside. So prices respected that 4 hour area not on one occasion but two occasions. Now ideally, it's really difficult, guys, to definitely say, yeah, the dollar's gonna go up or the dollar's gonna go down. I do not have 100% certain bias that I'm willing to stick to, and I don't think any of you guys should do either for this week. I think every day, each new day, you should be open in terms of what price is currently doing. Okay, be open to whether the day might be potentially bullish, the day might potentially be bearish. All right, cool. Let's take a look at some of the other high impact news events that are coming out for this week. I'm just going to read a few of them out to you. So, Monday, we've got manufacturing PMI for the pound coming in early doors. We've also got manufacturing PMI for the dollar coming in later on that evening. Tuesday, we've got JOLTS openings for the dollar, 3 p.m. Wednesday, we've got composite PMI, services PMI for the pound. We've got ADP, non-farm employment change, and services PMI for the dollar. We've got Bank of Canada interest rate decision for the CAD. We've got ISM non-manufacturing PMI and crude oil inventories on Wednesday, a little later on that day for the dollar. Thursday, we do have Memorial Day for South Korea. So if you are trading those markets, please bear that in mind. And also a national holiday in Sweden. For the pound, we've got construction PMI on Thursday. We've got deposit facility rate for the euro, and we've got the ECB interest rate decision for the euro with its press conference. We've also got initial jobless claims for the dollar coming in on Thursday. Friday, we've got house price index for the pound, if any of you guys are in the housing or real estates. And we have average hourly earnings, non-farm payroll, and of course, unemployment rate for Friday. So as you guys can clearly tell, most of this week is due to be blockbuster, okay? And it's, to be honest, it's the perfect scenario, is the perfect setup for us to do some real damage inside of the range that we're seeing currently for the dollar. So what do I reckon the dollar may potentially do? Because we've got potential upside targets, okay, with these equal highs sitting above here, we could also target these lows down here and other further areas to the downside. Now, I am currently 60-40, okay? I'm currently 60-40 in the dollar pushing lower, okay? I'm 60% the dollar coming lower to take out these other lows sitting down here rather than and 40% bullish, okay? And that's me just trying to, if I had to say gun to my head, which side would I pick? Okay, I would pick the dollar to come down, and I'm confident about 60-40, okay? So let's take a look at some of these other pairs. let's take a look at Euro USD. Okay, I don't really have any real setups, at least for the time being, but it's very interesting to see exactly what EU's been doing over these last few weeks. Okay, now towards the later stages of last week, Friday, we saw us have that big push off of the back of that news release. We've now seen price push all the way back down. Now, interesting thing is we have taken out this low. We've in fact closed beneath this low. We had a push to the upside. We tested this 4 hour candle and we started to reject. But as I just said, the news came out and drove price all the way back up to hold this exact same 4 hour imbalance that price has been banging on, a few couple of times now. So if you were definitely looking for some setups, for some entries using that, you would have been able to find those entries for certain. Now, I am looking to see if price can test this 4 hour candle. Inside this 4 hour candle, there is a much deeper area, much deeper below, which will be released inside of my Telegram. So if you do want these setups when they are happening, go to the description section and join the Telegram, guys. It's completely for free. So I want to see price potentially give us a pullback to the downside, test that 4 hour candle and see a potential rally for these highs. Okay. Now, like I said again, similar thing with the dollar. There really isn't much to work with. We've been in range consolidation for most of the week. As you can see, last week's candle finished a doji. It's indecisive whether it wants to be, a bullish candle or a bearish candle. The only other interesting things to note down is that we have played into this weekly imbalance down below here, and we are currently holding this weekly imbalance here as well. Okay, so price can do one of both things. Now that we've actually taken out last week's low and we've played into this weekly imbalance, we've completely filled it out. I am leaning more on the side of Euro USD progressing to the upside and being bullish. That is my perspective and that is my opinion, guys. I could be wrong due to the fact that price has been ranging. I could be wrong. Okay. So, like I said, for EU, I'm also 60-40. I'm 60% for EU pushing up higher and 40% for EU coming lower for the rest of the week. So let's talk about gold. So in terms of gold, we had two trades last week that hit all TPs. Okay, that's 6% gained on those two gold trades. And there will be some shorts coming out for you guys. So make sure to watch it and give it a like. Now, we were looking at price giving us a pullback and a continuation to the upside. Okay, this was a no trade as price invalidated the setup so fast, you have no idea. We of course saw price now drop all the way to the downside. Now, interesting thing is with gold, we've now swept the low one more time. Okay, so on the daily, we swept this low with this push to the downside. We had a reaction off of there. We've swept this recent low here and we had a reaction to the upside. So now that we've swept that low one more time, we've also played into a key area, a key point of interest on the daily time frame. Okay, so from this area, I would anticipate some potential bullish price action. I would anticipate price potentially pushing higher, okay, and giving us some sort of bullish price action. So of course we need to anticipate and wait to see what price wants to do exactly. Okay, can we break structure on the lower time frame and then look for that entry to the upside? Okay, that is what I'm going to be mainly focusing on. I feel like the currencies are going to give us a pretty decent week, okay, such as the euro and potentially the pound. There's a lot of high impact news, so the ranges for the daily ranges might be very high, which means there's a potential, if the daily range is 120 pips, can you catch 40 pips of that daily range? And I think it's very possible. So if you found this video helpful, guys, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notification to get notified for the next video. And as always, always remember the theory behind the practice. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.